Looking to throw right away is Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken around the 12. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Albert O. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sherman got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Albert Okwuegbunam with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Chubb will get the call running left. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, if they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On 4th down, Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, 31!
They'll run with Chubb. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Operating from the gun, Sherman.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Albert O on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Watson.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamison Williams as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Sherman. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Sherman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bush. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1st and 10. Sherman. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sherman, he finds Robinson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Back to throw. Sherman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Throw left side. Complete. That's Bush. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw, Watson.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys.
A give running right is Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on 2nd down. Sherman. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st down, Sherman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
42. Cowboys 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. From the red zone now, Watson. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Marr on for the extra point. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Okay, ready?
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, Sherman. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Watson to throw.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for